Hi, my name is Eleanor Bierman. Hi there, I'm Eleanor Bierman, and this is my semester project. So, I chose to work with my fourth grade sister, and so I called my mom to have her put my sister on to talk to about what she was struggling with, but my mom misunderstood and told me what she struggled with right away. Um, and she said multiplication, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll keep that in mind. And then when I talked to my sister, she wanted to work on diameter and radius. But when I was talking to my mom afterwards, she said, well, that's what she's learning now, so maybe not work on that quite yet. So another thing that my sister said that she really likes to do in math was patterns. So I decided to go with multiplication anyway because multiplication is just patterns. So as you can see here, I chose to do standard 4.0A.1 for fourth grade. And I had her, so with dice, I had her do one die and roll that, and that was the number for that one. And if I put two dice, she would roll two dice and add them together, and that would be the number that she would multiply. So as you can see, I had it all typed out, and I intended to print it, but it just didn't get done before we met up. Anyway, so as she rolled, I would type in the numbers, and so it was an accident that the 6 times 12 was first. So that's one thing that I would change next time is I would choose my own numbers for the first problem and then have them do the rest with the dice. So for the manipulative, I chose to use they were kind of like, well, it was similar to using the blocks, the base 10. That's the word that I needed. But we used cookies on plates. That was on the practice, learn, and play Matholia manipulative that Professor Richmond had posted. So that was very helpful. And at first, my sister didn't really seem to want to use it. But by the end, she was kind of not actually asking to use it, but the look on her face kind of seemed to indicate that she wanted to use it. So when I suggested that she use it, she got excited. So that was good. The first strategy, I used some of the 3rd through 5th multiplication mental math strategies with her. And the first one that we did was repeated addition. And here's that with the 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, and then adding them together to make 3 24s, and then adding 2 24s to 48 and 1 extra 24 to get to 72. And then I showed her the looking for doubles with 11 times 2. So she drew 11 circles and then 11 more and counted those all together. And then I showed her a trick that I knew for the 11s up until 11 times 10, which is just for 11, you put 2 of the other number. So for 11 times 6 was 66. My sister she already knew the doubles plus doubles, or 4 as a factor, or the distributive property. And she would break down the 4s, mostly, and a few of the other numbers that I can't really recall right now. But she didn't know that it was called the distributive property, so I just gave her an official name for what she was doing. So, yeah. Another thing that I would do differently is have anchor charts of the strategies that they could maybe use. And maybe I would use some different dice because they seem to roll the same numbers all the time. But maybe we just aren't very good at rolling dice.